Hey guys, welcome back again. So I am doing a tutorial, or not a tutorial, but like a try on for the Morphe 15H palette. So this is what that looks like. It's the happy hour palette. So that's what kind of color selection we're working with here. I want to do some colors maybe with, this is a little bold for me, but I want to do maybe like the bottoms up here, the Wingman or Snap. I haven't figured out which one, maybe the Wingman, and then maybe Hotspot. So that's going to be kind of our color trio. We're going to be doing maybe even a little bit of On the Rocks for like a brow bone. So that's kind of what we're working with today. So we're going to go ahead and get started and get the makeup on. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, just like our normal routine. I'm just going to put the mirror here so I can see. Just got these palettes because like in some other videos I had mentioned, I'm trying to get rid of some of my fake stuff that I bought just because I was being cheap. Just because I was reading there's like a lot of weird chemicals and stuff like that and those type of makeups, and I really don't want to have to deal with that. So because you don't know what, like, they don't have any type of regulations and things like that. That was the Wet n Wild Photo Focus in Soft Beige. I'm gonna get my beauty sponge out here, dampen it a little bit. I have a little water just happened to be right next to me. Normally, I've been trying to do this more with a beauty blender because I feel like it's a little bit more smooth and stuff, but sometimes my hands are like, I'm so tired from smacking myself in the face, trying to make it blend. There's that. I'm going to go ahead and put in the Photo Focus Wet n Wild Concealer. It is in light ivory. That's going to go in underneath here. I'm hoping this does okay because the last video I made, it was very creasy. So I'm hoping it does not do that today. Because I have like a couple of little rolls under there. Not rolls, but like wrinkles. I mean, I have rolls everywhere else, but not there. But still, it's like, I don't need it to be really obvious that there's a wrinkle there. I'm going to go in with the translucent powder. I've got the e.l.f. High Definition Translucent Powder. I put a little bit under the eye there. And I'm not sure what's going on with this powder. I'm not sure if it's like just getting older or what, but you can see there's like, well, it's hard to see on camera, but there's a lot of like little white dots there, like the powder got chunky or something. Almost like it needs to be sifted or something better. So at this point I'm gonna go in and put on this Color Icon bronzer. It's really light bronzer, as you can see, but I use it for just face makeup because like, or face powder, because I feel like it does a really good job of that. And then I'm just using a fluffy brush here that I just bought. It's part of a makeup brush set, so it's not like a specific Morphe brush or anything like that. This does a really good job on my skin as far as trying to make it like smoothed out and give still a little bit of color. So it's not translucent, you know, obviously because it's a bronzer, but I feel like it helps with the foundation. Okay, so we're good there. I'm gonna do a little bit of a blush just because I've been really digging this blush. It is actually something I already had in my collection. It's the Fergie by Wet n Wild collection. It is Centerstage collection Around the Clock blush, so it's really actually pretty nice. And I've been for many years avoiding blush just because of the fact that I was like, I'm already red, why would I want to add like, you know, color back into my face? But this one's actually kind of like a nice like a very light coral, so I feel like it's kind of nice. Ugh, you know, something in my eye. So it's not like a ton of color, but just adds a little bit back in. And then I'm going to do a highlighter over top of that. And of course I'm using my always potent highlighting powder, the Mega Glow. This one is in Blossom Glow. So I'm going in for that here. And then I have a highlighting brush right here. So we're going to use that. Try to get a little more precise highlight. Do some primer on those eyelids. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and get the brows done because I feel like that part I always like end up forgetting, or you know, so I'm just gonna brush them really quick. Fine point them a little bit better. And then you know, today I love how like, I'm gonna get out of the house today, so I'm gonna do some makeup. And it's really uneventful. I just have to like return something, but I was like, this would be the perfect opportunity to try out this palette. And it's got some nice oranges in it and reds and stuff, so it'll be kind of nice and fall-y. Might hit up a park, take some pictures, that sort of thing. So I'm just using the other end that's like the filler end, or it's kind of like a white pencil. I'm just going in underneath here to tidy it up in case it looks crazy. There we go. And then we're gonna go in with the Mary Kay eyelid primer next. Yeah. Whoa, there's that. Okay. So let's get into this palette here, the more exciting stuff, the eye lids. I'm so forgetful this morning. All right, we're gonna go ahead and zoom in a little bit here so you can get a little bit better shot. of what I'm doing as far as the eyes go. So I'm gonna go first in with Bottoms Up, which is right over here. That's like that bright orange in the palette. I'm gonna use that as a transition shade. I may regret this, so we're gonna see how this goes, just like all of our experiments here. Okay. It's very pigmented, so doing a light hand with this. I'm doing like a flat, relatively flat packer brush here, but I'm just doing really light strokes. I'm kind of using the edge there a little bit. I want this to be kind of like an undertone for these colors. I'm kind of putting that like that. Do something over here. Oh, I'm so hungry, you guys. I haven't eaten all day. I'm like, I like to try to do all of my like upstairs stuff at at upstairs time. So it sounds weird, but like if I get up, I'm like, okay, do everything upstairs, then go downstairs, do everything downstairs that I need to do, and then come back upstairs, then do all my upstairs stuff. Just, it's kind of like a mode of laziness, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to walk up and downstairs all day, you know, trying to do things. Let's just try to consolidate my day as much as possible. Okay, so there's that. It looks a little crazy over here because it kind of like, I was trying to fix that a little bit. That's a little better. It's like, it's still bigger than this eye, but it doesn't look as kooky. Okay, so this is kind of like our base for what we're gonna do next. So I want to do Wingman in just the crease. That Wingman is right here. It's right next to Bottoms Up. So I'm gonna get a very flat, kind of like square type brush, and then I'm just gonna kind of put some right here and then go into the crease with it. Trying to use the edge. I'm just trying to darken up the color a little bit, because what we have there now is pretty orange. Just kind of doing a little packing motion here. And I'm just gonna bring it down just a little bit on that corner V. Okay. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So again, just putting it just right on the, as I said, just packing it directly toward the eye.
Right, just shove it in the crease.
Just trying to darken it up a little bit, add some depth, because as I said, that orange is so bright. I don't tend to do a lot of bold colors, so for me, I'm like, what? This is gonna be such a cute little fall look today. If it comes out, that's the goal, but I mean, so far it's looking pretty cute. Okay, so I've got that in there. And then I want to do some of this like shimmery shade in the center here, but I might need to do another color. Let's do Snap, maybe. Snap is right here. It's kind of a matte, like a little bit of a brown red sort of shade. So I'm gonna go back in, maybe get a different pen, blah blah blah. Get a different brush. gonna take some of that Snap and I'm gonna put that down on the eyelid itself. And then we're gonna go in back with the Hot Spot over top, which is like that shimmer shade. And then the Snap color is actually pretty dark. I did not anticipate it being that dark. So, I mean, I thought it was gonna be drastically different than the Crease color, but I feel like the Crease color and that color are like not that different. Here's Crease color over here, and then here's Snap. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like it's that different. I thought one was a lot darker in the pan. So that's gonna be making it a little different. And then I'm just gonna re-pick up some of this transition shade pigment. I'm trying to make them as evenly as possible. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to blend. I've got just a big fluffy brush here. We're gonna go ahead and just blend. Just try to make these as seamless as possible. Okay, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Like right here, it looks like it's just taking the pigment away, which is not what I want. But we might be able to recoup that later. I want it to look blended, but not like take all the color away. Okay. So now that we're at this stage, let's go ahead and go back in with Hot Spot, which is right here. It's kind of like, it's almost a duochrome. It looks like a yellow kind of gold over, but then like a little bit of a reddish undertone. So I'm going to get some sort of flat brush and I want to pack that on in the center. My camera is also dying again, like always. So we're going to see if I can get through this before it dies. So there's just a flat brush here. Okay, back with you guys. So before the camera got rudely cut off there, battery died again, like every day. That's what they mean by everyday, bro. That's what they mean. That basically your camera dies every freaking minute. Anyway, all I did in the meantime while I was out is I did like this little small packer brush. I used that. I did the On the Rocks. Let me bring that up. I did that color, and then I put that on my brow bone area here, just that little color. And then I realized it was like not really that pigmented because it's like almost the same color as my skin. So then I went back in and I dipped back into my highlighter with the same brush, and then I just went over and then I added a little bit here and there, add a little pop. I'm gonna drag down some of that first darker shade, the Wingman. I'm gonna bring some of that down under my under eye. I think I'm gonna just use the same little tiny brush. I'm just using a very light hand on that. Ooh, getting a little close to my eyeball there. Just to smoke it out a little bit. I'm gonna do the same thing over there. I'm going to just brush it off on the counter for a second here just to get the loose powder. And then I'm gonna go in with Hot Spot again, which is that kind of color right here. So I'm gonna use that. Sorry, it's not focusing really perfectly there. That's kind of a little shimmery kind of color. I'm gonna try not to hit myself in the eye on camera. That's the goal. So I feel like that happens every single time. Oh, and then I'm using the Wet n Wild Maxfanatic cat eye makeup. I've just been using this a lot lately. I kind of like the brush. It's kind of unique because it's like curved, and then it's got some extra bristles, so it's kind of an interesting brush shape. I feel like it helps get in there better and separate them out. And then I'm not sure if I'm gonna do false lashes today. Like I did that in my last video, and I was so surprised that it went on so easy. Like I was shook, to be honest. Shook that it went on so easy, because normally when I do false lashes, it looks really red here, but it doesn't look red on my view. Okay, whatever. We'll deal with that in a second. But I was so shook that it went on so fast, because normally lashes for me take me like 5 to 6, maybe more attempts to get on. So the fact that it went that fast is a miracle. And I went to one of these Mary Kay things once, and they were like, I can't believe that you don't shake your lashes. I don't know, is that a thing? Like, do you have to go like that? Because like it made me feel so bad. I'm like, okay. So the person was not a very good Mary Kay person, in other words, but I was just like, I don't know. I was like, I've never been taught to do that. So like sometimes I'll do it once in a while and I'll be like, I don't know if I can tell a difference. Maybe at the base you could tell a little bit more difference, but that's about it. But I've just been about like the get the makeup on as fast as possible life, not the make it look as great as possible situation. I mean, I'm trying to do better, obviously. That's why I'm like experimenting with stuff now, but you know, back in the day I was like, okay, that one is so weird looking. I don't know. Are these crossed or what? Is anyone seeing this? Let's see, it's right here. This is like either the lash is split, but it's a Y. Like, why is it a Y? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it was just a little extra fiber or something there. It was really trippy. Couldn't get it to separate. Wasn't sure what was happening. I was like, why is my lash split in half? Like, that's really weird. I know I'm shook, but I don't need to look that shook. You know what I mean? We're gonna get in there with a Q-tip, do a little cleanup job under. I'm gonna go in with these lashes here. I'm not sure what they are. I would tell you if I did. They are unpackaged. I got this really cute little case from Daiso. It looks like this, and then you open it up and you can put your little lashes in there. There's all these little slots for lashes and then slots for glue. It's so freaking cute. So that's where my lashes are sitting right now, so that's why I don't really know like what brand they are or anything, because they're not in their original packaging. So I'm putting some glue on these now. I think I'm gonna try again and see if I can get these lashes to like go on like they were last time, because I was so surprised. I mean, maybe this lash glue I got's really good. And to be honest, I don't even know what this is either. It's like, just says eyelash glue. So really helpful. I'm just blowing on these right now. And I have like little tweezer things too for this, but I don't know. I don't feel like those did much last time. I was able to get them on just as well without them. Sorry, it was just my such a hard thing to do. I look crazy. Okay. Oh, this camera, seriously. Come on, zoom in on my face. See how crazy my lash looks right now? I'm redoing the glue on the inner corner because I feel like that's the part that always pops up the most. So I feel like it needs a lot of glue on that end. I have like a random head hair, like hair from my head, just randomly on here in the middle of all this. Okay, let's try this again. Ooh, okay. Who is she? Okay, so that one's down. I'm just pressing it down a little bit more. I'm gonna go back in with the mascara here just to blend them together. I'm just making sure the band in the inner corner is flat as can be. Okay. Whoa, pretty. So going in with the other eye next. You can tell I never wear this. I'm like, whoop, whoop. But look at the difference. You can tell. Oh my gosh. So glam. Who is she? Anyway, just kidding. I don't. Oh, and then one thing I did off camera too, I put some chapstick on because my lips are really chapped. Let's see right here, I need to do something about that before I leave. That area already looks like it's inflamed again. So I'm going back in. I'm going heavy hand with the glue because I feel like last time I did not put enough glue down. It didn't get tacky enough in those inner corners primarily. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix this. I got maybe a little extra heavy-handed here. Now I have glue like dripping onto the lash. That's not good. Okay. I don't want that in my eyeballs, so I'm trying to clean that up. Okay. Alright, here we go. Going in with, close up my lash glue before that ends up everywhere. Go back in. Add some mascara, try to blend these puppies together. Okay, not bad at all. Okay, so lips I'm gonna keep pretty neutral, just because a lot of times I haven't really been feeling like doing that lately. So oh, there we are. See, this one's a little goofy when you look under, but whatever. It's on there. That's the important part. It hasn't fallen off yet, but all right, let me look down here. Are you seeing that? You seeing those eyelid colors? Ooh, ready? Killing it. Okay, so ooh, very zoomed in. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of like a little fix to my nose area here because I feel like that's getting a little red again already. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to fix that. But this is our final look. Otherwise,